So hello guys, welcome to chapter 2 of the organ school. This is organ school by Mats Åberg from 1997. I play only old music today, so it's not copyright claimed. We're going to learn how to articulate staccato, legato, and the so-called normal way of playing. Staccato. Das ist Bach, Vater unser im Himmelreich, our Father in the heavenly realm. Top keyboard. You have dots under them, notes. Legato, you have bows. Sorry. Sorry. You should warm up before you do this. Playing scales, but it's boring. Try to connect the notes, but then you can also play. That was Trio Sonata number 2, I think, C minor by Bach. The Bach fugue in G minor has a so-called normal way of playing. It's not a pure legato, but it's far from staccato also. No, sorry. I can't play it properly, but you can feel it's not staccato, it's not legato, it's you kind of play something in between. Which I probably don't display properly, and then they play some choral tunes. Remember, this is church music. You play chorals, choral music. You can play staccato here, of course. Kind of hard to sing to. Continuation is. Can't really sing to that. Try to play it legato. I made a lift there, so it's not a clean legato, but so it's more normal. You play some phrases, phrasing, not always. Small lift there before the last tone. Lift. Sometimes you lift a little bit before the last tone. So that's some basic playing. Of course, you should really warm up by playing some scales. But I didn't do that today, so you can think of how a violinist will do. Kind of think of a bow. If you play every tone with a new, what do you call it, stroke, you get the normal thing is you like pull the string backwards and forwards. You kind of have a soft wrist, kind of like the Tai Chi practice, fair lady's wrist. Sorry if I offended anyone, but it's you kind of make small accent on every tone. So I'm going to play 2 chorales here, kind of play close to legato but kind of articulate them. Nämn mig Jesus, mention Jesus. Breathe. Breathe. Because it's mention Jesus, breath. Han livet, he is life, breathe. Han min rättfärdighet, he is my righteousness, that's one thought. Then you break a little bit. Han sitt liv för mig har givit. He gave his life for me, that's one thought. Pause. Mig förvärvat salighet. He gave me beatitude. I can't really translate this. Bliss, sorry. And then you try to add the left hand. Sorry, I have to begin with the pinky finger. And it starts at the same time. Breathe. 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 Sounds simple enough, but then you want to combine the two, obviously. So I play it slowly at first. I add one registration. These small knobs called registrations. See, I get them more. No, sorry, it's in the pedals. I can add the. See, I add the pedal sound there. I pull out some knobs here. So I get the more full sound here. Now the top keyboard is far too loud, so I have to reduce it a lot. I only play with the 8. Sorry. Breathe. 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 Sounds simple enough, but it takes some practice. The second chorale is a bit simpler. Från himlens höjd. From the heavenly heights. Pardon my brief translations here. difficult fingering. From the heavenly heights I bring message, pause, to the people of the earth, from the Lord God, pause. I call with the peace and joy, pause. Joy from the heavenly heights. So you need to practice your phrasing here. The bass is pause, pause, pause. I need to try to combine the two. I play the melody on the bottom, great keyboard, the bass on the top or swell keyboard. Sometimes you have a third keyboard that is sometimes called the positive or choir. I only have two. Pause. 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 Take some practice to get these. Here there's a dissonance. You have the E in the melody, and you have a D in the bass. There's a quote by Carl Philipp Emanuel Bach. Versuch über die wahre Art, das Klavier zu spielen. So some people play like they had glue between their fingers. They have too long of anslag. They strike the keys. They hold the key for too long, basically. So they play longer tones than it's indicated. Some people play more like staccato, like the keys were hot, like the keys were on fire. That's poor. You need to find like a middle way between the two. So I'm going to play legato first in this dance by Rameau, Jean-Philippe Rameau. And the bass is sounds simple enough, but you need to change the placing of the hands. Continuation. So I need to try to combine the two. Sorry, continuation is more difficult. Sorry. first you play legato, then you try to play staccato. And I change the keyboards. Sounds a bit strange. And then it starts all over. So legato isn't that great. Staccato kind of sucks. So you need to find a middle ground. Second part, I'd add some registrations here. Sorry. You don't want to add a mixture. It adds a lot of overtones. You usually play it when in the last hymns, last verses of hymns. So try to find a middle ground here. Last part is a bit more difficult. Und so weiter. Yeah, and then there's a lot of explanations about how the organ works. Of course, it's a wind instrument. It's not a percussive instrument like the piano. So you begin by striking the key, and the most important thing is how you release the tone. It's called Absprache in German. It doesn't have a good translation. Releasing. You cannot change the tone while when you strike a key, you can't change it. If you play the violin, for example, you can add some vibrato and kind of change the tone, or if you sing, you can like add vibrato after a while. You can't do that on the organ. You can only work with the length of the tone. For example, if I make the end of a phrase a bit shorter, you kind of create a good phrase there, usually. The last tone is a bit shorter than noted. So pianists, they have to make a lot of, how to train striking the key a lot. In the organ, you have to really think about how you release the tone and make a transition to the next. And then there are some articulation exercises. Not very exciting. You kind of vary the length of the tone. first three, they had just the same value on every tone, but in the fourth, you can't kind of vary the length. I won't bother you with those, but those are some good exercises. So you need to practice relaxing your hand, kind of have a like cupping motion, a jar like cup jar. Then there's this Easter tune, Offertoire pour le jour de Pâques, offertory for Easter Day, old French tune. Pause. Sorry. The last chords are, sorry. More difficult than I thought, so I didn't want to add the pedals. The pedal goes high for the end. 3, 1, 2, too difficult. The end is even more difficult. 3, 1, 2, 3. You need to practice first soprano and tenor. It's slowly 3, 1, 2. Sorry. Tenor kind of copies the bass, so it makes it a bit. The problem with the organ is that the bass, since you play the bass in the feet, you need to play the tenor with the left hand and not the bass. And often when the bass goes up, the tenor goes down. So it's kind of the opposite of what you're used to from a piano when you play the bass in the left hand all the time. But I'm going to try to play the bass and the tenor here. The tenor starts and then the bass comes in later. Lift the tenor. And then both the tenor and the bass goes up, which is pretty rare. But now the bass goes down and the tenor goes up. See, the bass goes down and the tenor goes up. Takes a while to get used to. Yeah, I'll leave that for now. I have to get through this. Let me play an old voluntary by Berg, English composer. Try to find a normal way of playing. Get some trills in there. Bass. You can play it with the pedals also. Try to add some makes it more difficult. Top G. Hardly hear the melody here, so more difficult with the pedals. Then they make some parallels to the piano technique. You can play legato, of course. You can play portato, which is something in between legato and staccato. Some different fingering techniques. Trying to, you can play with only one finger, you can play the regular piano technique. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Something in between the regular and the old style of fingering. Sometimes you play with thumb first, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky, ring finger, middle finger, index finger, thumb. So, and then you have the serenade, which I played before. Let's see if I can play it correctly here. We repeated change keyboards. Need to add to the top keyboard. The last part doesn't sound too great. Not too great on the great keyboard. I think in Swedish it's called the principal keyboard, I'm not sure. But principal is also the regular organ tone. It sounds kind of like this. But it's sometimes called diapason in English. I think it's French, diapason, I don't know. Through note or something, passing through. Then you play from the top, I think. No, you play the second piece again. You can take a breath. And they play the thing, everything from the top. Then there's an entire chapter on phrasing. Play some simple duos, duos and trios, which of course is a major part of playing the organ. You start off with only the pedals, only the bass and the soprano. Alternate keyboards. You can play it with both hands. I think it's meant, yeah. Then you have the tree. No, it is a duo. You need to learn how to coordinate the pedals with the hands. Yeah, that's also a duo. You usually start off by playing with the pedals and the melody only, but then you want to add the third hand. I just start off with the bass here. And add the melody. Remove the mixture. Then you try to add the left hand, or just the soprano and the alto first. And you're supposed to add the pedals. I can't really manage this yet, but only pedals and left hand to start off with. together right now. So then they have some more repertoire pieces. When you play in steps, you play more legato usually. When you play in what do you call them, steps and jumps, no? Small steps legato, big steps staccato. But you usually play something in between. Let's see here, I'm going to play with the left hand on the top manual all the time. The right hand alternates between the first and the second. When it's forte, you play on the bottom manual. When you play piano, you play on the top manual. That wasn't very soft. I played even softer. Sorry. No. Loud. Soft. Sorry. Some ornaments. You need to play some more ornaments when playing soft to make it more interesting. Sorry, low battery. We'll end it in a few minutes. Because I can't play the last repertoire piece. It's too difficult. You need to practice the hands separately. Usually you play with the left hand on the top keyboard, which usually is softer. It's an old anonymous Spanish tune, Canción para la corneta con el eco, a song for the horn and its echo. Alternate, sorry, first loud and then soft. Add some ornaments when playing soft. And some ornaments and make the last note a bit shorter here. I'm just going to try to play the last chorale. It's too difficult, but I'll try it anyway. That's only the bass. I can hardly play that. Breathe. Christus, der ist mein Leben. Christ, who is my life. Weird phrasing here. Christus ist mein Leben, ist mein Leben. Written for soprano, obviously. Oh, must be oh Christus, der ist mein Leben, or it won't work with the music. Oh Christus ist mein Leben. Then I don't know. Der ist mein Mut und Stärke, maybe. He is hope and fortitude or something. Take a big break here. And the soprano has a high tune. Yeah. You have to be careful not to end up flat when you have a large downward scale. And as usual, the altos mostly play on the same note, so you don't have to repeat that all the time. Then you have variations on the theme, also a major thing when playing the organ. Variations, break, I think the melody continues in the alto or something. Christus, Christus, oh Christus ist mein Leben. It's a very strange tune because it doesn't match with the lyrics. Christus, da da da. It's probably meant for choir, and then the melody alternates between the voices. And the second variation is the most interesting. Learn how to play a fast tune in the left hand. I think it's called Passacaglia or something. That was excruciating. And then, Jesus ist mein Leben. It's weird, you only have Christus. Maybe if you sing Jesus Christ is my life, Jesus Christ is my life. Jesus Christus ist mein... Nah, I can't make it work. Christus, der ist mein Leben. Christus, der ist mein Leben. Then I don't know the rest of the lyrics. You can play the alto with the left hand on the top keyboard, the soprano on the bottom keyboard with the right hand. That was difficult. Battery's almost out. Trying to... And you're supposed to add them together. Insanely difficult. Take a breath. Sorry. Low bass. Alto says, soprano says the same, but alto wanders off. Can't get that. I will approaching an hour, so maybe I just try the last variation here. Just play with the mixture to end. Supposed to combine the hands here. Takes a few years of piano practice in order to be able to play this. Sounds weird when you only practice it with one hand. I almost made it work. Articulation is very difficult for organ playing. So thanks for watching. Leave a like and comment and subscribe to my channel, please. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.